Hey, what's up, everybody? Man, it feels like it's been so long since I've seen all of you. I'm incredibly excited, though, about the chance that we're going to have in the future to get back together and celebrate together about what God has done and God is doing. And so I hope you're doing well. But today I'm the type of person who on a regular basis deals with anxiety. And today I thought it would be good to share some practical things that I've been walking through personally, and I think that maybe all of us could benefit from. And so that's what I want to share with you today. So if you're in isolation, most of us are in social isolation, but the isolation that I want to talk about is a little deeper than that. It's an isolation of the mind. So probably if you're living at home and you've been at home for the last month and a half or whatever it's been, we all have lost count at this point. But if you have been at home, you're probably starting to live inside of your head a little more than you did when you were outside of your home. And so the challenge I want to give us is that we have to be very, very careful with what happens inside our minds when we retreat there. And so, what I mean by that is isolation of the mind can be very dangerous if we're not protecting what's coming in, because the things that come out won't be healthy either. So, there's a couple of things I want us to think about. First, loneliness. If you're the type of person who's feeling lonely on a regular basis, we need to have a self-evaluation about that. And I'll talk more about that in just a second. But loneliness, man, you could be with a group of people and feel lonely. But here's something that's been medically proven. Being lonely is like smoking 15 cigarettes a day. 15. Isn't that crazy? That can affect you the same way as if you were smoking 15 cigarettes a day. The thing about loneliness is that it challenges us to live inside of our heads. So you may be at home, you may be tired of being at home, and you found yourself starting to live inside of your head. So all your emotions are starting to build up inside of your head, and you're really struggling. Well, the first thing that we need to do, and the practical application for what we do about this isolation that we may be in, is the first thing we need to do is that self-evaluation I was talking about a minute ago. We need to evaluate ourselves and say, what's going on inside of my head, and is it healthy? Maybe that's the best question to ask. Is it healthy what's going on inside of my head? And so there's a couple of things that you can do. What are you consuming? What are the things that are coming into your mind? Are you opening up the internet and seeing news media about just all this negative stuff? Are you finding yourself being overwhelmed by posts on social media, and then you leave those things feeling down and depressed? And I believe that a lot of us are probably dealing with that right now. And there's a lot of people dealing with it for the first time. They've never dealt with it before, and they don't even know what it is. So that's why it's important for us to do this self-evaluation and say, what's going on inside of my head? What are the things that are coming into my head? Because they're going to affect how I think and also how I feel. The second thing that we need to do is have a routine. So I've been trying my best to get up early in the morning and spend time in the Word with the Lord, and then spend some creative time writing and doing videos like this, and just getting some things out there. And I think that it's important for us to have routine and have structure. We were kind of created for it. God created night and day, and so we were created for some sort of structure. And I think a lot of times when we're just stuck in the house and we have no real structure, we're going to bed late, we're getting up late, and we just feel miserable when we wake up. It's so important for us to have structure, to have purpose. Get up, take a shower, get up, read your Bible, put regular clothes on, not just your stretchy pants. Go throughout your day, have blocks of time, the time that you feel the most energetic, do the most important things of the day. I think those are practical things that are so helpful. So first, self-evaluation. Second, figure out a routine, set a routine. And the last thing is choose positivity. This one gets overlooked a lot because, as I mentioned earlier, we're inundated with negative things. And so we have to be able to embrace positivity. Look for the good that you have, the fact that you get to be with your family. Look at the fact that you're not spending money on gas right now, even though it's super cheap. You know what I'm saying, though. The other thing is, look around you. There are people doing good things. There's opportunities to love on other people. Think about the fact that you can go and take a meal to a healthcare worker who's been spending a lot of time working through this virus. And think about your neighbor who may need some yard work done, that you could go and help them. When we get outside of our own heads, thinking just about ourselves, and we think about other people, it changes everything. And I think it could be a powerful, powerful thing. So self-evaluation, routine, and choosing positivity. Those are three things I think we can do to help our isolation, to help our loneliness. And I really believe they can be powerful. So I hope you're doing well. I love you guys. Hope to see you soon.